If we implement Solid interface, how many methods mandatory to override? 5 methods. Any alternative way is there? Yes. What is that? Generic Solid. Generic Solid is an abstract class or interface? Abstract class. How to inherit? Extends keyword. If we inherit abstract class generic Solid, how many methods mandatory to override? One method. Which method? Abstract method. Which method? Service method. That is service method. One method is abstract. That is service. You see, all are not giving answers. I observed. All not given answer. See, Java P Jakarta dot Solid dot generic Solid. If I open, there is only one abstract method, service. You observe abstract keyword only here, service. Is there any other abstract method you observe? Is there any other abstract method? No. There is no other abstract method. See, keyword only service method. Okay. Now, say it is first program. If you understand each and every word in this program, second program it is nothing. Same style up to Solid last class. Same procedure will be there. Only logical part, some code only different. Task purpose. Remaining procedure is there, no? Every day same. Okay, like that. Now, here to derive life cycle methods. Here, what we have tried? Implements Solid. If I implement Solid interface, how many methods mandatory to override? 5 methods. Any alternative way is there? Yes. What is that? Generic Solid. To derive generic Solid, what you have tried? Extends generic Solid. Okay. If you extend generic Solid, how many methods mandatory to override? One method. Which method? Service method. Service method we have to override. Inheritance, overriding, studied in core Java class, no? Here we are using inheritance. It is inheritance only, no? Now overriding required. See the notes. Service method complete line I given. Service method complete line. See, while asking question, if you give answer, you will remember subject. Otherwise, you will forget subject. Right or wrong, you check it out. Okay. What are the questions I'm asking daily? For that, one day give answer, one day don't give answer. You see the difference. Then you'll understand what I said right or wrong. Now, yesterday in a Solid interface, 5 methods I given. In that service method is there. That method as it is inherited in generic Solid. Abstract only. Okay. 5 methods I given yesterday. In that 5 method, one service method is there, no? See the method complete signature, complete you observe. What is there? Public, abstract, void, service, Solid request, Solid response, throws, Solid exception, IO exception. That method you have to override. Overriding rules you studied, no? Remembered or forgot? That is core Java. That is core Java. Now, what is the access modifier is there for service method? What is there? Public. Now, what we are tried? Public. There is a public. Here also public. Suppose there is a protected. Here public, protected valid, public valid. In superclass, public is there. Subclass, what is valid? Public only valid. Superclass protected is there. Protected valid, public valid. Superclass default is there. Default valid, protected valid, public valid. In superclass, private is there. All are valid. Overriding is not possible. Overriding is not possible. Private methods cannot be overridden. Because private members cannot be inherited, because private scope is limited to class. These are overriding rules for access modifiers. Okay. In superclass, public is there. Subclass, what we have to write? Public only we can write. Superclass, protected is there. Protected we can write. Public we can write. Superclass, default is there. Default, protected, public. Superclass, private is there. Overriding not possible. So now in superclass, which access modifier is there? That's what here what we have to write? Public. Suppose if I write protected, will it compile? No, error comes. What is the access modifier rule? It can have same access modifier or less restrictive access modifier. You observe 10% people also not giving. You observe. What are the questions I'm asking? Observe. Core Java questions, 10% people also not giving answer. What is happening is Core Java completed. Core Java they'll forget. Advanced Java completed. Advanced Java they'll forget. Spring class completed. Spring they'll forget. Later they'll attend interview. Then no use. Until you reach your target, all you have to remember. That is your mindset. You have to set your mind. Until you reach your target, you have to remember subject. Say while doing BTech, while doing MCA, while doing MTech, you will do like that only, no? Until exam, you will remember. After exam only, you will forget. Like that until you get a job, remember. After getting job, leave it, whatever it may be. Okay. Now, see, while doing BTech, MCA, MTech, same question paper next day, if they conduct exam, many people will fail. Same question paper. Whatever they asked, 1 day gap. Within a 1 day gap, only majority people will fail. That is our mindset. That's it. Now, present what you do until you reach your target, remember subject. Until you reach your target, not until completion of course. Core Java completed, Core Java you forget, Advanced Java no use. You observe. Okay. Core Java most important. For getting job, Core Java knowledge is only important as compared to Advanced Java. Okay. That's what, don't forget Core Java. Daily you practice at least half an hour for Core Java. Daily half an hour minimum. Advanced Java not important. Core Java only important for getting job. Okay. Advanced Java, what is there? Everyday creating object calling method. But Core Java, so many logics are there. But this is overriding logic, Core Java logic only, no? Okay. So superclass public is there. Subclass, what we can write? Public only we can write. Okay. Next, that is return type. What is there? Void. Their abstract keyword also is there, but here you should not write abstract. Okay. But again, abstract, if you write, then you cannot, class becomes abstract. You should not write body if abstract is there. So abstract you should not write. Next, void. Suppose, can I write integer? What is the rule for overriding rule? Same access modifier. Compulsory same. No other option. Think yourself. Now, return type rule for overriding must be same except covariant return type. Covariant return type is always not same. Covariant return type also allowed. You studied. What is covariant? What is covariant return type? That is only superclass is there. Java permits subclass type. Type is called covariant return type. Return type is reference type is there. Return type is reference type is there. Then that class type allowed. That subclass also allowed. But now return type is void. At the time, void only can write. Suppose return type is primitive data. A primitive type is there, as it is your right. Void is there, as it is your right. But if return type is reference type is there, then that type allowed, that subclass. Okay. See, class keyword, Core Java. Implement extends keyword, Core Java. Public keyword, Core Java. Void keyword, Core Java. Generic solid class name is Advanced Java. Next, service. Method name, service. How many parameters are there? 2 parameters. What are those? Servlet request, servlet response. Something I'm writing reference names REQ, RES. That is whatever you want, you can write. After that, throws to exception. SQL exception, servlet exception, IO exception. Now, can I write try catch? You can write try catch also. You can write throws also. What's the difference between try catch and throws? Try catch we are writing. If you write throws, implicitly try catch comes. That means at last try catch only. If you write throws also, try catch comes. Throws, again what will happen? Again you are throwing. Then Java compiler will add try catch block. At last handle. So throws keyword will throws, again throws. But who will handle? Compiler will handle. That means at last again try catch block comes. So what is the meaning of throws is you are informing to compiler, I am not handling, I am throwing, you handle, like that. Then compiler will handle. At last handle. Okay. So instead of writing try catch block by you, you are informing to compiler. Then compiler will add. That is only throws. Okay. Now here you can write either try catch block or you can write throws. Suppose I'm going for try catch block, because if you want to write user friendly error message, compulsory you write try catch. Instead of servlet exception, IO exception, can I write exception? Yes. Will it handle servlet exception? Will it handle IO exception? How it will handle? All are subclasses of exception class. Okay. With it handle. Can I write system.err.println e? Which method called here? ToString method. Which class ToString? Not object class. Throwable class. Instead of this, you can go for print stack trace. That is also okay. This is common code. Now here, servlet request, it will receive the request from client system. Servlet response, it will send the response to client system. So this service method will provide the service. It receives request, it will send the response. That's what method parameter servlet request, servlet response. Okay. But till I didn't explain servlet request, servlet response. Now, present, it is not sending any request. Okay. Suppose if this type of example is there, in this, hall ticket number is a request. This data is a result, a response. So in this example, hall ticket number is a request. This data is a response. Suppose you'll type username, you'll type password, then mailbox comes. Username, password is a request. Mailbox is a response. But now present, no request parameters. Only request is there, but no parameters. Empty request. Output is welcome. Response is there, but request is nothing. Empty. That purpose, present, we required only response methods. Okay. Request is not required now, but compulsory you ought write. Now, servlet response methods required to write the program. That's what I'll open servlet response. See, servlet response. For sending response from server to browser, streams required. Here we have it streams. First write these methods. Oh, already you started that one, no? Okay, write it in the middle. Write it. Write these two. The above methods are used to send the response. Nothing but browser. Write these methods. I'll explain. So in the servlet response, two methods are given. These methods are used to send the response to a web client. If you want to send the response, first these methods are required. What is the first method name? Method name, get output stream. Second method name, get writer. Get output stream return type is servlet output stream. Get writer return type. Think yourself and give me answer. What's the difference? That is byte stream, character stream. This is byte stream. This is character stream. When we have to use byte stream, when we have to use character stream, other than text is there, byte stream. Text is there, both possible, best option, character stream. Okay, now this is byte stream, this is character stream. Write this one. If you want to send image, audio, video, byte stream required. Text is there, any stream you can use. Character stream. Now, present character stream we are going to use. Print writer. Get writer method we have to call. You'll get a print writer. Is it over? Now, with the servlet response reference, we have to call get writer. Then print writer comes. Okay. Now, servlet response is class or interface? Interface. Interface. Okay. These interfaces already implemented in web container. Already given servlet specification used by vendors to develop web container, already implemented. Okay. Now we are writing here in the program you observe servlet request REQ, servlet response RES. With this RES, we can call that method. but how these objects are coming, like here, how this exception object comes. We are writing only exception E, but object who will create? Exception. This exception object I am asking in core Java class, suppose. Core Java class web container is not there, no? JVM creates object. Whenever exception occurred, object is created by JVM. Pass it to exception handler catch block. Then catch block will catch. But object we are not writing. Is it object? No. What is E? Object reference. But object comes to catch block, no? That object who will create? JVM creates, it will send. Like that, here web container creates, it will send. That is received. After receiving, with this you can call. What is the return type of print writer? Get writer method? Print writer. What do you write? Print writer PW equal to response dot get writer. Server to browser, one stream created. Server to browser, one stream created. Through that stream, you can pass welcome message. pw.println, welcome to solids. Now, it is not system.out.println. Print writer println. Print writer is created with response. Response is constructed after getting request. From wherever request comes, from that server to that request, wherever comes from client system to that client, one stream created. What is stream? Flow of data. One stream created, server to browser. Through that stream, this welcome to solid data transferred. In a core Java streams you study, no? How many categories of streams? Categories. Types are two types. Byte stream, character stream. Categories. 3 categories. Console input output streams, file input output stream, output stream. It is network, internet. So from server, from client system to server system, wherever it comes, from whichever client system it comes to that client stream created. It did not system.out.print. System.out.print displaying on monitor, RAM to monitor. Like a keyboard to RAM, RAM to monitor, RAM to file, file to RAM. You studied, no? Streams. It is network, client to server, server to client, that type. So here println method present in print writer class also. Print writer is created with response. Response is constructed with request. From whichever client system request comes to that system, one stream created. Through stream, I'm passing welcome to solids. Okay. Now, this service method, is it instance method or class method? This service method, instance method or class method? Which method? How do you know? There is no static keyword. It is instance method. For calling this method, which class object required? Be created. But creating this object, this class should be accessible, no? Then which access modifier you write? Public. Can we write more than one public class? No. That's not only one public class. This is accessible. This object only created by web container. So web container creates the object of first solid class. Then it will search for init method. Init method not there. If not there, in super class it will search. Which is super class? In that class already written, overridden. That is called. After calling service method, it is overridden here. This is executed. When second request comes, only this is executed. Third request comes, only this is executed. Whenever application undeployed, it will search for destroy. Is there? Then where it will search? Super class. Generic solid already written. That is executed. Okay. Now, generic solid class available in jakarta.solid package. Solid request also available in jakarta.solid. Solid response also available in jakarta.solid. we need to import. What we have to write? Import Jakarta dot solid dot star. What is the meaning of star? All classes and interfaces. But print writer class is not available in Jakarta.solid. It is available in IO package. We have to import. Import java.io.star. This is first solid program. Okay. Now, just once again, I'll ask question, give me answer. Okay. Because further programs every day same will be there. First program only should understand. Okay. Now, this again give me answer. Majority people not give an answer. That's what I'm asking again. Now give answer. First, without class, can we develop application? So first, what you are write? Class name. First solid. Open brace, close brace. If I write main method, is it executed? No. Why it is not executed? Solid runs in server. Server doesn't know main method. That's what not executed. But execution purpose, what is there? Life cycle methods. How many life cycle method? 3. What are those? Init, service, destroy. When init method called by web container? Whenever first request comes. When service method called by web container? Every request. When destroy method called by web container? Solid instance removed. When solid instance is removed? Whenever web application is undeployed or server shuts down. When first request comes, how many methods called? 2 methods. What are those? Init and service. Second request, third request, last request. Destroy is called whenever application undeployed or server shuts down. These 3 methods belongs to which interface? To derive life cycle, what we have tried here? Implement solid. If you implement solid, how many methods mandatory to run? 5 methods. Any alternative way? What is that? How to inert? Extends generic solid. How many methods mandatory to run? Which method? Service. One more alternative also is there. That is later. Okay. That is later. Next program I'll show you. Now, which method we have to override? Service method. Service method we have to override. Service method access modifier is here. Which access modifier you have to write? If protected is there, what we can write? Protected or public. If default is there, default, protected, public. If private is there, overriding not possible. Now, return type, what is there for service? Void. Can I write any other type? No. Return type rule is same data type except covariant return type. Covariant nothing but subclass type. Now, after that, service. How many parameters? What are those? Solid request, solid response. Will it throw exception? How many exception? What are those? Solid exception, IO exception. These 2 exceptions we have to handle. How many ways to handle? What are those? Try catch or throws. Okay. If you want to display user-friendly error message, is it possible with throws? No. Then we have to go for try catch. While developing try catch or throws, anything you write, but while submitting to client project, try catch you have to write, user-friendly you have to write. That's what present write try catch, you write normal message only, predefined message only. Later, while submitting to client, you change the message like that. Try catch. Can I write exception here? It will handle all the exception. Will it handle it? Will it handle solid exception? Will it handle IO exception? Because all exceptions are subclasses of exception class with upcasting feature valid. Because upcasting, no, subclass object comes, superclass reference. Here, what we have to write? Here, which method called? Which class to string? Throwable class to string. The to string is default method. Many places to string called. In string handling, to string called. That is which class to string called? String class. In wrapper classes, to string called. Which class? Wrapper classes class only. Okay. Suppose if you write demo class object to string, object class. Collections, Abstract collection. Every hierarchy one different will be there, you observe. Multi-threading different, object, abstract collection different, multi-threading, thread class to string. Collections framework, abstract collection. Exception handling, throwable. String handling, string. Wrapper classes. If other class, suppose demo class, first solid, if you write, object class. Like that. ToString is default method. Like three concepts are there. Which is the default package? Java.lang. Which is the default class? Object class. Which is the default method? ToString method. One class default, one method default, one package default. These three. But every program Java.lang imported. Every class, object class inherited. But every time method not called. Whenever you pass object or object reference as a parameter to a method, then only called ToString. Okay. Now, here. Now, present we don't require request because we are not receiving any request parameter. Suppose in results application, hall ticket number is a request. Mail application, username, password is a request. Present we don't have any request parameter. That's what servlet request present not required. Sending response purpose, streams required. There are two types of streams: byte streams, character stream. It is byte stream, it is character stream. We are sending welcome message. Can I use byte stream? Can I use? We can use. Here we can use. Which is best? Character stream. Why it is best? Conversion not required. If you use here, ASCII code comes. Byte array, ASCII code. Here characters comes. That's what it is best. For method. Method name, which method? GetWriter. GetWriter return type. What we have to write? Print writer pw equal to response dot getWriter. GetWriter. Okay. Next, pw dot println. Welcome to solids. Okay. This service method, is it instance method or class method? Which class object required to call? This class object who will create? Web container. Creating object, this class should be accessible. No? What we have to write? How many public classes we can write in one program? One public class. This is the reason only. This is accessible to web container. This object created. If you write two public classes, then compiler web container cannot understand which should be created. That is the reason it will not allow. If you write two public classes, error comes. Your program will not compile. Okay. Now, generic solid request, solid response in which package? Jakarta dot solid dot star. This package. Print writer which package? Okay. Now, file, save. This solid API available in solid-api.jar file. That jar file is available in Tomcat web server. For that class path, if you set, program will compile. But yesterday already we settled. That's what it will compile. Otherwise, 4 errors comes. Generic solid not found, solid request not found, solid response not found, and these 3 errors comes. This package not found. 4 errors comes. But already we class path we settled. That is the reason it will compile. Now this is where I saved. First tab, WebINF classes. Here we have to compile. Java C first solid.java. It is successfully compiled. If you are getting 4 errors, Jakarta.solid not found, cannot find symbol, generic solid cannot find symbol, solid request cannot find symbol, solid response not found. These all you are getting error means your class path mistake. Otherwise, in your system server is not installed like that. Okay. If you are getting that error, but server installed properly, you given class path also, but still you are getting 4 error. That is your class path mistake only. Okay. Now Write this program. Semicolon. Where semicolon? Semicolon, that is library. That is only method body will not be there. Semicolon, if you write, it is no method body. Error comes. Program successfully compiled, no? There semicolon, here semicolon, there abstract, here abstract, you should not write. Method body we are writing. We are implementing. That is whatever I given line, that is Java documentation line. Okay. That is how to call, how to override. That is your learning. Method calling and overriding. That is your learning. The method already declared. You are overriding. Okay. If you write semicolon, it will ask abstract keyword. Again, abstract is there, object is not created. Then method body also it will not allow. Okay. Program already you have seen, compilation also you have seen, no? Compiled successfully, no? Is it over? Is it completed? Now, this is first solid program. After this, you write this compilation also in this line. Compilation. In this year only you have to compile. Right here. This line, write it. Second program only I'll teach Eclipse. You practice with Eclipse only. This is understanding subject. This way I'm explaining. So these all the things automatically done in Eclipse. You practice with Eclipse only. It is not a problem. Actually, Eclipse only required from here onwards. Second program onwards, Eclipse only I'll teach. After this, now web.xml file. Web.xml file in which folder required? WebINF folder. So we have to move the cursor back. CD 2 dots. It will come back. CD slash if you write, it comes to root C drive. That's what CD 2 dots. Then it will come back to one directory. If you write CD slash, directly it comes to C. Now, here start notepad web.xml. Ready, son? Start notepad web.xml. Start notepad web.xml. This line also write it. This line also write it. All write it. This line also write. This line also write. Compilation only. Running not possible now. We have to write XML. It is compilation. Running means from browser we have to send. Already told from here onward Java different. It is not Java C first solid dot Java first solid. Java first solid main method is not there. Error comes. It is not under operating system. No, it is server. It will run in server. It is different. If I run Java first solid, what it will show? Main method is not there. It show. Now it is compilation. It is coming back to one folder. Start notepad web.xml. Is it over? No. Say steps to develop web application. First step, create a web application folder structure. These three folders. Second step, compile and create and compile web application source code. Nothing but solid program. It's over. Next, write deployment descriptor web.xml. Now we are writing XML. Next step. Now this XML present you cannot understand. While executing you will understand. I'll explain at that time. Present as it is you write it as it is. As it is you write it. I'll explain. XML is case sensitive, not like HTML. Write clearly. HTML is not a case sensitive. Capital also, small also, mixed also, any style. But XML, if any one small mistake happened, your solid program also will not run. Okay. Something demo. You write it as it is. I'll explain while executing this program. Without writing XML also possible. I'll explain. Annotation concept is there. Annotation also is there. Later introduced annotations. Now present annotations only they are using. That is also I'll explain. Before getting a job, all you have to learn. After getting a job, latest one only you have to learn. Okay. So no need to write. It is totally generated automatically. Generated automatically in Eclipse. This is one first program, understanding subject purpose without Eclipse.